This episode of the award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by houses. No, not the houses that are on Pose or on our favorite Netflix shows, but the houses that are on American Horror Story.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, Murder House.
Constance Langdon walked down those fucking stairs and told the girls, "This is my fucking house." And I'm absolutely here for it this week. There is nothing that has been said over the last 7 days since we came to you and reported the gay news that has been more profound than telling a girl that walked into your house saying she just bought your house, then this is my fucking house, girl. You can step the fuck on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
This is not your house. I've been here. This is mine. This is my shit. And I say that to my fellow podcasters as well. Hello.
Oh, including me or excluding? I don't know. Am I getting the shade or am I in the house or am I a house guest or can I stay the weekend?
You currently have a key.
Wow.
This is the Here For It podcast. I am the Superman, TheeSupaman, a.k.a. the gay Luke Cage, b.k.a. the Diamond Prince.
My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. And of course, RonaldMatters.com. Make sure you guys are using our official hashtag on the internet, hashtag HereForItHive. You can see where people have bought their merch, are listening to our episodes, and see where hoes is hating. Because,
They also said that you were Brother Nature's replacement.
Thank you so much because I was out here. Come on out. Come on out.
You done had enough. The other girls got to eat.
I actually do love that video, but I didn't want to say it out loud because that guy in the video, are they camels or what is he feeding in the little...
I think they're llamas.
It's a little field where he's driving around. He's got his little...
It's like a petting zoo
or something.
Safari or something.
You hoggish. Say something for the other girls.
And
Southern country.
If you don't know no Memphis, Northern Mississippi accent, that is where that is from. I don't give a fuck. He is from that area. Not Alabama, not Texas,
it's
not
very
Louisiana.
Tennessee, Northern Mississippi. It's very...
Bury that. The word of the day this week is Narcan.
Okay.
If you don't know
How
what
you spelled it?
Narcan, Narcan, Narcan.
Okay.
It is the brand name of a drug that is used to counteract opioids when you have overdosed in opioids. So a lot of...
You can retract the opioids?
Well, it draws the opioids in to your system, so it's not like going directly into your bloodstream.
Okay.
As much as it would had the Narcan not been present.
Okay.
But a lot of EMTs, a lot of paramedics, and definitely in a lot of emergency rooms, they have Narcan readily available all the time because people come in with opioid overdoses. Either suicide attempts or they was just doing too many drugs and didn't realize they had just done too fucking many. And you can point to some of your favorite celebrities this past year that were victims of that.
Amy Winehouse.
Wow. But Narcan is now available, readily available over the counter. You can get it in 46 different states with a prescription from your doctor where you can actually have Narcan in your own home in case anything happens. If you know you are someone that takes Oxycontin, is one of the girls that takes Xanax recreationally, you should have Narcan available because you don't want to wait for your local EMTs to get to you with the Narcan if someone can administer the Narcan before they get there to possibly save your life. So I thought it was a great news subject. And again, I don't think a lot of people knew the word Narcan, but it should be very, very known and is very, very important to people that might be in the Xanny and other party drugs landscape. And definitely if you are on anything heavier, heroin, a lot of people doing oxy,
a lot of heroin overdoses.
Yeah, and so you can have that around you. So in case if you are just going to do these drugs, you are addicted to these drugs don't kill you. So Narcan, it is an antidote to opioids and extremely, extremely effective. There's really not many cases when Narcan is not introduced to someone that is having an opioid overdose that it's not effective. Like you have to be almost dead for it to not work. And so I thought it was it's very important now that people know that it's over the counter, because a lot of times people just thought you had to get it from a healthcare provider, but you can get it at your local Walgreens, local CVS, get a prescription, and be taken care of. The word of the day, WERD, is Narcan.
I was going to say something, but I forgot what it was. Because I was excited about the word of the day. I really liked it. No, my question was regarding prescription. So if I go into the Walgreens and I'm falling out, the pharmacist at the Walgreens can give me Narcan, or is it something on the shelf I can get for $50? What are you saying?
Pharmacists aren't practitioners; they're
The availability
prescribers.
of it, because they have minute clinics in a lot of these Walgreens.
Yeah,
and
and so if a nurse practitioner is there, a nurse practitioner can provide it. Yes, but pharmacists aren't practitioners. Pharmacists are.
Yeah, they just give out doses. They can't prescribe doses, because girl, you can't be doing both. Like the governor of Georgia.
Well, yeah,
we'll get there.
Trash as well. The affirmation that I think is extremely important this week is: trans people are still and will always be people. Valid.
Trump, listen closely. Is that what this is about?
Yes.
Okay.
Trans people are still and will always be people. Valid and above reproach of the current fraudulent ass administration. You are not going to erase 1.4 million people. You're not going to.
I don't know what Donald Trump thought. Now, I wouldn't get outside and march for bottoms, but I'll go outside and march for my trans sisters. You can't, and brothers. You can't, Trump, he don't know how to deal with it, so he wants to erase it. And Donald Trump, you can't, because there's oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional already. It's so many people that support our trans sisters and brothers out here. And you can't, all right, I should let you finish. Okay.
Well, we can
I'm emotional about it when it gets brought up, because it's not fair.
No, it's not at all. I thought that it was an important affirmation for this week, because the New York Times came out with the story about the Trump administration's current attempts to take away the identity of trans people in this whole country. The story started off with the Trump administration is considering narrowly defining gender as a biological immutable condition determined by genitalia at birth, the most drastic move yet in a government-wide effort to roll back recognition and protections of transgender people under federal civil rights laws. This also comes at a critical time before midterm elections, which is what this is really, really, really is about. It is really about getting people that don't want to see trans people having rights out to vote, because those people overwhelmingly always vote
in their
conservative, and against other people's identity, against other people having rights, against other people having voices, and that's what it's about. What we need to remember and to hold dear to ourselves in fighting back is sex and gender are two very, very different things.
Amen.
These people don't realize that. They don't.
The conservatives don't.
Yes, the conservatives do not. They are stuck in the 1940s and 1950s. Oh my
gosh. If you're born a boy, you should be a boy. If you're born a girl. Ma'am, I didn't have a choice. I was 0 years old. Literally 0 years old. I did not get a choice to decide if I wanted to grow up and see the world and decide if I wanted to live my life as a male or female. And when I see the world and I say, hey, you know what, CMS, aka Medicare, I see the world differently than the gender assigned to me at birth. Medicare, the federal government insurance, and Medicaid, they will work with you to get things done. They're like, hey, you got to go see a psychologist for a year. You've got to be on these types of pills for 6 months to make sure that you're sure. And a lot of us will go through it because we are sure. If I was born male and I feel female, what doctor? Shit, I need to go see a doctor anyway. You only helping me by telling me that I have regularly scheduled appointments. And they're free? Oh, okay, I'm on my way. OMW, girl. When I'm 0 years old, you can't tell me that when you were 0 years old, day one, out of the coochie hole that you was given this and you got to live with it for the rest of your life. No, bitch. I have choices and I have rights when I come out the coochie hole. Conservatives always want to, oh, we care about pregnant women. Oh, we care about pregnant women. But as soon as the baby come out, conservatives no longer have, oh, the mother needs to get a job. Oh, the father needs to do this. Oh, the so-and-so. So now they're trying to say the baby needs to be able to tell if it identifies as a boy or a girl. I'm 0 years old, 0 days years old. And you want to tell me that whatever straight people decide for the rest of my life, I have to live with it? I'm not here for it. And I know we're like 10 minutes into the show, but I'm not. I'm thoroughly pissed. And you should say your piece.
Yeah, I'm also not here for it as well.
I'm not. I'm not here for it.
There are people who are identified as one sex when they are born, but identify their own gender as who they feel and who they know they really are throughout their lifetimes. Mm-hmm. And a decision made, just like my passionate co-host was saying, when you are born should not be carried with you through the rest of your life, especially when it is just a medical doctor that is only here to make sure that you are born healthy and your aftercare is done. You should not have control over the rest of my life because you're a doctor. You should have control over, cut my umbilical cord, am I going to get a circumcision or not?
Get my mama's placenta out. That's really the rest. That's all. 1, 2, 3. Bam. That's it. Pay him.
You do not get to control someone's identity for the rest of their life.
No.
There are people that are born as a hermaphrodite with both sexes. Do they get identified the same way? No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They don't.
I'm
they don't because the doctor can't say definitively male or female because there is a penis and a vagina present. And so the parents have to make a decision then of which they would prefer their child to live as.
And they're more likely to be conservative, aka more likely to be trash. So they don't get to decide for me.
So I think that they should get it's not a permanent decision. You get to temporarily decide because I don't get a decision right now. I don't speak English yet. So you get to make a temporary decision. I get to make the permanent decision because this is my body, this is my life, and I get to live with my identity for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. You, as the doctor who delivers probably hundreds of babies a year, you don't get to decide the way that my life goes from here on out. Even my parents. Though you are my parents, you don't get to identify how my life is going to look for the next 50, 60, 70 years or however old I live. Mm-hmm. Like if my parents and my grandparents had their way, I would have been right. I would have been a heterosexual pastor.
My type. I still would have been over in your inbox, double clicking.
That was their dream for me. They really
pastor.
Yes, my grandmother was at the hospital when I was born, all the way up until I was probably,
a pastor. Okay.
Yeah, from when I was born all the way up until I was a teenager, prophesying that I was going to be a pastor. She just had seen it. The Lord had told her. She didn't know I was going to be a booty pastor, but she just knew I was going to be a pastor.
Okay.
So I say all that to say, again, there are 1.4 million transgender people. They are not going anywhere. Stop with your antics. Stop with your foolishness. And more importantly, ladies, gentlemen, and anyone else, however you identify yourself, get your ass out to vote. We have talked about it for the last few weeks. That is very important.
On all the podcasts you listen to. All of us ain't out here saying the same thing for no reason.
It is very, very important to register to vote. So hopefully you guys have registered to vote by now. Sure. Start early voting by next week. A lot of places
some places started now.
Starting early voting. Do absentee ballot voting if you absolutely need to, because they are going to try to suppress the vote. There's going to be long ass lines. They're going to be having questions about your ID, questions about, is this the right place that you should be coming to vote? Cancel all that shit out the way, get the absentee ballot in, and you know exactly that the shit is in and is good. Do not sit your ass at home and not vote. Everything depends on it.
Amen.
In lighter news,
Ooh, help me. Where my fan?
I am jealous of Naomi Osaka.
Baby! Oh shit, I got neighbors.
Naomi Osaka.
Did I scream like a white woman? They might come check on me.
Yes, they might, Lord. And we won't be able to answer the door because we're still recording. But Naomi Osaka has friends like I need friends.
Okay.
Naomi Osaka has a friend in Ellen that set this bitch up. Now we don't know if Michael B. Jordan's dick is like fully free or not, or is he still out here fucking these white girls? But the mention was enough. Like I just felt jealous for the bitch in that moment. Like Michael B. Jordan now knows who you are, and he's now taking pictures for you and putting them up on the internet for you.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Naomi Osaka,
Ellen tweeted something.
Yeah, she tweeted about being personally invited to see Creed 2 and posted an old picture of Michael B. Jordan. And Michael B. Jordan saw the old picture and updated the picture to a finer Michael B. Jordan picture.
Who said, hey, what her name is?
Naomi Osaka.
Here's a more recent pic of me. Hope to see you at the premiere. What? Michael B. Jordan! Want to see me at the premiere? Ah! What I'm doing Tuesday?
Not a goddamn thing.
I'm not recording here for a podcast on Tuesday. I don't know. I'm going to be in not in Atlanta because there'll be a cheap premiere.
It's gonna
I'm
be
going to be in
LA.
Los Angeles.
I'm going to be oiling up these legs, getting some cute panties out in case I get lucky that Michael B. Jordan is going to be
claimed
close.
it. I was going to claim it that I was already. What if?
Well, Naomi, I'll claim it for you because you're young. You just won a title over Serena Williams. This is your year. Like, bitch. You're already
She also
winning.
just lost like today or yesterday.
But
I don't know what or where, but they said she lost between today and yesterday.
she didn't lose.
I think the Michael B. Jordan hype head got to her. She lost.
Oh, okay. That'll make you pussy cringe. You be thinking about that at work. In any event,
If I could lose a fight and still get Michael B. Jordan, beat my pussy up. Shit. Beat my pussy up. How about that?
wow. The BET awards
Hip Hop
happened.
Awards.
The Hip Hop Awards
They happen
happened.
every October. Pre-recorded because the Hip Hop Awards be, we got to record first and see what happens. Somebody might get arrested
Very
at the
much.
ceremony.
Very much.
The FBI might be sitting outside with a warrant.
There were two things that happened at the awards that I even paid attention to. The rest of it I did not. I'm sorry, y'all, but I just didn't care much.
No.
Cardi B had an awesome performance.
Amen.
She used all of her stripper abilities and talents.
Backing it up. I'm
She
the queen
looked-
of talking shit. Then I'm backing it up. I'll throw a shoe at your ass. I'm the queen of talking shit. Then I'm backing it up. Cardi B don't play. I love it.
She had an awesome performance. She really did. But then there was a category that came up that asked about the best verse. And among the nominees, Motorsport won and Cardi B won.
Oh, for real?
Cardi B won for the best verse on Motorsport.
Ooh, Barb's man. That's why they leaked that song. The Barb's was mad. That's why they leaked that song. Money. Because it didn't sound finished to me, no shit. It just really sounded like they were not done with their little money. They were gonna add like 2 or 3 more.
It sounded
songs.
like Culture did the money part, and Culture just started learning words. But
it didn't sound complete. But
I
Cardi won.
I am willing to argue with BET Hip Hop Awards
that those
about
verses were about each other.
Well, no, that's clear and plain
Semantic.
now.
Okay.
That's clear and plain now. But Nicki Minaj had the best verse on Motorsport.
Watch your man. Then
You should watch your mouth. Period. Like,
Watch your man, because Quavo is out. Offset, jump rope, whatever his name is.
Off key.
Girl.
It is like on the whole song. Cardi she had a really good flow. It was really fun, sweet. Very memorable. Mm-hmm. But Nicki blazed it. Just with them 4 words. Watch your man. 5 words. You should watch your mouth. That still rings true today. That's why she in court now. She just got... Because she wasn't watching her man and she wasn't watching her mouth. And she was sending niggas out to beat up bitches that was freely fucking Offset. Offset could have just...
He comes more when I see him less. Well, girl, obviously you can't count.
Okay. You need to see him a little bit more. Okay. And that's what we gave the award to. I was like, well, no. It's a little inaccurate. I'm sorry.
The girls can't add. The girls... Edition. The draw coming up short.
So, in my first Gay Olympic Award for 2019.
Oh my god!
Because we're definitely going to revisit that.
Gay Olympics.
We're definitely going to revisit Gay Olympics in 2019.
I'm giving myself an award also.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Nicki Minaj had the best verse on Motorsport. And I'm going to give her the Gay Olympic Award for that because she was robbed at the
Remember that in December.
I will.
Your memory.
No. I'm going to definitely remember that. 50 Cent apparently watches Noah's Ark as well.
Oh. The ghetto. 50 Cent down here in the ghetto? He watching the gay series? On DVD?
He went back and forth.
Let me Google. You said 50 Cent did what?
He went back and forth with Jerome Trammell, I believe, on Twitter. And basically cited a character from Noah's Ark. Uh-huh. And the girls were like, wait, how you know who that is? And so quickly, I just want to say growth. It's growth. I'm excited for 50 Cent. I'm excited for our heterosexual brethren to come along the journey that is gay TV, that is gay web series, gay movies, all the above. I want them to watch Pose. I want them to retweet Pose, make Pose bigger, Cameo, do all of these things. Yeah. And so, even if you're as problematic as 50 Cent is, he has, like a following, a platform that can help some of these shows. Very. And so, if you can help Noah's Ark sell a couple more DVDs, get a couple more people to tune into Pose, I'm here for it. Go for it.
So, this nigga used to suck his dick back in Memphis.
Oh, wow.
He got married this weekend. His marriage photos are all over my Instagram. But trying to deal with that. I opened Instagram to go to 50 Cent, and these marriage photos are mine.
Well.
And so, what I'm going to 50 Cent's Instagram, you say? 50 Cent Instagram? Or you said 50 Cent on Twitter?
Yeah.
One or the other. Who knows?
Also, Pat Robertson.
Who's that?
He is a well-known evangelical pastor in this country that has millions of followers, millions of telefollowers. Has been problematic for gay people.
I'm Googling Pat.
Oh, you're going to find the shit.
Okay.
Been problematic for gay people, been problematic for trans people, been problematic for black people, as long as he's been, quote-unquote, pastoring.
He a white man.
Yeah.
Why he problematic to us? What we do to him?
He's an old white evangelical.
Oh, he hosts the 700 Club?
Sometimes.
Yeah, he hosts the 700 Club.
So, this week he decided to put his religion down for a minute to talk politics.
Okay.
And if you are not aware about the Washington Post journalist that was killed in Saudi Arabia last month, that is a really, really big hot topic issue in politics. He gave a interview where he was talking about not risking an arms deal here in the United States over the killing of a Washington Post journalist in Turkey by Saudi Arabia. This is adding to the list of problematic things that he's already said again about gay, trans, and black people. I thought it was pointed because in the ghetto, we have a rule. If you hit my sister, I gotta hit you back.
I gotta do something because mama gonna get me if I don't hit you back.
I gotta hit you back.
I gotta get you because if I don't, mama gonna get me.
I gotta hit you back. And so in this country, coming back to conservatives, they either weren't taught this ghetto rule or are ignoring this ghetto rule of when you hit my sister, I gotta hit you back. And it don't necessarily have to be a fist to the face. I could read you. I could throw a book. I could throw a rock. I could tell the teacher on you when you cheating.
Mom gonna ask me what I did. Mom gonna ask me what I did.
I gotta do something. And so in this country right now, we're in a state of somebody killed one of our sisters.
Wow.
And we just gonna be like, we're gonna fold our arms like, I don't know, I didn't see nothing.
Well, to the police we will, but in the hood we gonna gather edges.
Well, in this specific case of Jamal Khashoggi, which was a Washington Post journalist, we're crossing our arms and saying we didn't see nothing.
Yeah, because Donald Trump was like, how many? I think it was like a $1.6 billion arm. I don't know the number. It was some ridiculous number. Donald Trump was like, even if it goes to Congress, we shouldn't turn down this arms deal. I think they want us to send them a couple planes and a couple bullets for a couple of billion or something. Donald Trump, we cannot keep funding Saudi Arabia. If this man walked into the consulate, I want to say, in Saudi
Turkish
Arabia,
consulate,
Turkish consulate in Saudi Arabia to finalize a divorce, and then they sent somebody else out in his clothes. They sent a lookalike, very Beyonce lookalike realness, out in his clothes, and that person stopped to buy a birthday party or something like that.
No, he went to a very populous part of town in Istanbul where he could be lost. So he went in, like it was a lot of people, like imagine being in Times Square.
Yeah.
And disappearing in Times Square, going into a building, taking off the clothes and coming back out in your regular clothes. That's what he did.
And so you know that, we know that, and I don't even know that, and I don't even know what's going on all the way. And I comprehended what occurred. So you mean to tell me the intelligence agency in Turkey, you say, did this, and this is the most intelligent thing they could come up with? First of all, shout out to their education. But this is the most intelligent thing that they could come up with, and we deciphered that to where regular Americans can decipher that this shit ain't the truth. They sent out a lookalike, a J-Lo lookalike. Imagine me looking at a J-Lo lookalike coming out the damn Las Vegas Hall. No, ma'am, you're not J-Lo. Where's J-Lo for real? They done killed this journalist, which you know gets me upset. I should let you tell the story because so this Turkish journalist went into place to finalize his divorce. He was
getting his marriage paperwork.
He was really aggressive about the Saudi Arabia government, and they wanted him dead because he did his job.
Yes.
So they murdered him, and then they were like, we don't know what happened.
And then they went, we do know what happened, but it wasn't under Saudi rules.
It wasn't under us.
We didn't tell nobody to do nothing.
It was under those girls over there to the left.
Main point, Pat Robertson, sit the fuck down. Go away.
Club
You're
700.
old. No one's listening. Stop it. You are a problem. You are a cancer.
Now, what
you
did
are
he
not
say?
helping anyone.
One more time, what he say?
He said that it's not worth it to break up this arms deal with Saudi Arabia over one killed person. Like in his own 10 Commandments, it don't tell you to not kill people.
Do not kill. It's like number 2 or number 3 or number 1.
So like in your own 10 Commandments that your God has told you to tell other people, you're saying at the same time, it's okay to kill people as long as it's, $1 billion deals involved. Kill them then. Fuck it. Fuck it. Bring the lube in. Girl.
Pat Robertson was born March 22nd, 1930. What zodiac is that? Aries?
No.
Libra?
No, Libra is now.
That was Aries.
Okay.
Very confrontational.
I believe that. But it's time for you to retire your wig.
1930. Why are you still working? Clock out, ma'am.
Pat Robinson.
Vacation in Florida, or whatever the girls do. Get you a Shell offshore account and hide your taxes.
Just let it go. Hang it up flat screen.
Oh, let it go. Frozen. Okay, never mind.
Wow.
Let it go.
Finally,
thank you.
Gay Star News is reporting again on the Trump administration.
The thing is, I'm not reporting because I'm like, every time we mention Gay Star News, I'm like, oh, this should be a RonaldMatters.com article. But I'm also like, I get tired of this. Don't y'all get tired of this?
It is tiring. I understand
my
that.
God.
But it is important to be informed about the shit that is going on around you. Amen. This is important. I am not telling you to make sure you're registered to vote. I'm not telling you to make sure you vote for nothing. The Trump administration is trying to create a policy allowing federal contractors to discriminate against LGBTI people directly. The Trump administration is working on a new religious freedom policy. This policy would allow federal contractors to discriminate against LGBTI employees. This formal religious liberty regulation will affect businesses that have contracts with the United States government, according to BuzzFeed News. This would create a loophole in the Obama-era policy protecting LGBTI workers. This religious liberty order was first introduced and signed this past summer and is leaking now. The protections that President Obama gave federal workers during his time as president is coming to an end. They have no checks and balances. This president is not scared of no one. The Congress, as it stands right now, is not scared of no one. The only people that can change that is you. Get your black, gay ass out and vote. They're trying to take away protections for you to even be a fucking federal worker because you suck dick. You can't be a federal worker because you suck dick. Because you trans. You can't be a federal worker. How many federal workers do we have in this DC area that are gay right now?
That's why they're mad. I was trying to wait till you finish, but that's why they're mad. Somebody in a meeting that was LGBT told Trump the truth in a meeting, and he was like, we need to get these gay girls out of here. That's what it was, I'm sure.
So, I mean, as pretentious as some of these DC gays are, imagine when they start firing your ass because you wore pink to the last...
On Wednesdays, we wear pink, girl.
To the last gala.
American Horror Story on Wednesday, we wear pink. What's up?
Imagine the unraveling of so many upstanding gay citizens that work for the federal government when they could just be fired at will. This is don't ask, don't tell coming to the federal government.
Who they gonna replace? Who they gonna replace? Who they gonna replace us with?
We don't know because they're definitely not gonna ask the Mexicans to do it either.
The joke is who they gonna replace us with? Who they gonna, Tommy Lauren? Tommy Lauren can't have all the jobs.
Well, Tommy Lauren this week was also one-upped as
you said that was the last Hot Topic story, so
she was also one-upped as not the only white girl on TV that is going to be racist. And so I say this ahead of Halloween this week because we won't be talking to you again until after Halloween.
Oh my God.
Meghan Kelly also needs to get on the same fucking train.
Thank you. So I was mad that you had one more Hot Topic, but thank you.
She's also one more girl that needs to get on the Pat Robertson train and go sit the fuck down somewhere.
Yeah.
Go the fuck away. We lost Tamron Hall, Detroit's fucking finest, the badass
the lady with the braids.
No.
What was her name on MSNBC?
Well, that was Melissa Perry here.
Melissa Harris Perry. Yeah, we lost her too.
Yeah, we lost her too.
But y'all gonna give Meghan Kelly a goddamn 10 a.m. show.
Melissa's show was at a different time slot.
Yeah.
Tamron Hall had the exact time slot that they gave fucking Meghan Kelly. We got rid of Tamron, fine ass Melanin Hall.
She had the cute Kelly Rowland Bills haircut.
Yes. Yes. My Detroit sister that tells it like it the fuck is.
Okay.
And don't give a fuck who's mad about it.
Okay.
We fired her and we gave Meghan Kelly a time slot on MSNBC to be problematic and fuckerific as possible. This bitch got on TV this past week and said, I don't understand why people are offended by blackface.
Huh? Say it again. Huh? She said what? Say it in the same voice.
I don't understand why people are offended by people in blackface. Where have you been? Are you new to planet Earth? I was gonna say, are you new to this country? But they do the same thing in other countries as well. But are you new to planet Earth? Like, the shit was propagated as something funny for hundreds of years to also make fun of African Americans. One, make fun of African Americans. Two, take the job of African Americans when they wanted African Americans to be portrayed, but only be portrayed by white people. But we would make it look a little more consistent by putting them in blackface.
Update to the story where you get finished. Okay.
Like, where have you been? And I refuse to believe that a journalist in TV today does not know that story.
Headlines, because their little show, I don't know, they took 1 hour away from something to give her own series after she was fired from Fox. Because, of course, Viacom, the parent company, owns all of the things. Viacom owns Fox. They own NBC. Viacom owns all of the opinions on the news. That's what we have to realize as consumers. Viacom owns all of it. So, Meghan Kelly apologizes for defending blackface Halloween costumes. Updated at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So
I saw that, but her apology was trash.
It's a 3-minute, 57-second video, and I just want to throw my phone like Naomi Campbell because I'm not about to. Well, one, I can't. We're recording live, so I can't watch the 4-minute video.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I did.
She's apologizing, and I don't.
No.
One of the wonderful things about my job is that I get the chance to express and hear a lot of opinions, Kelly said in an internal note. Today is one of those days where listening carefully to the other points of view, including my friends and colleagues, is leading me to rethink my own views. She studied English in school. She also knows a little marketing. So she's referencing where it was a collaborative effort, and she referred to her team, and they came up with this conclusion. Ma'am, I also went to school and studied English, and I studied a little marketing, so you can't fool me with this. Okay, so shout out to my journalism.
I told you it was
background.
trash.
It's trash.
You still want to read it. It's trash.
It's trash.
It's trash. It was not a fucking apology. She knew what the fuck she was saying when she fucking said it in the first place. She knew what it was when she fucking tried to apologize. She's trash. It's trash. Cancel it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the ratings are down, I'm sure.
It's the lowest rating show in the morning.
The 10, 11 o'clock. Because The View is on. I mean, like, The View continues to slide. It doesn't matter if the other girl who I don't like is there or not. The View.
Raven?
All the continents. All the continents. You hear me?
American Horror Story Apocalypse happened this week.
It happens every week.
Hope.
Thank God they don't take like 3 weeks. No. American Horror Story gives it to you. Bitch, you better come back. You're going to miss it.
And as I referenced at the top of the show, Jessica Lange stole the scene per
Wig. I don't know what kind you got on, but it don't even matter.
Nobody had any wigs on when she entered the room and came down the staircase.
She came down the staircase.
Mama also had a cigarette in her hand because this is what? My fucking house. I can smoke in here. It's my house.
Huh?
Billy Porter, again, this episode, is
I feel
earning
guilty for him because he had to portray a heterosexual husband in order to make sure that this sale for this house went through.
He didn't do a good portrayal. I think that you overstated his acting abilities. If you or anyone else thought
my sister,
no,
my Brista,
no one was thinking that, including the gentleman that sold them the house. He told them that they would have to burn sage after learning about 37 deaths. I can't remember how many it was.
A lot of times there'd be a lot of jokes about people buying this house, so I'm gonna have to go check.
But Billy Porter, shade. Billy Porter did his motherfucking thing as usual. I love seeing him in this role. I would love seeing him and Madison in like a spinoff of just them doing like fucking witch and warlock adventures, because they play well off of each other.
Yeah.
And she's such a bitch and he's such a bitch. Like, y'all, there's some money that could be made there. Like, they not doing nothing next year. I mean, he's gonna probably be recording Pose, but she not doing nothing. So
when he done,
yeah, when he done with Pose,
when he done, because he's the A-list
at this point. Michael Langdon is definitely the Antichrist. We find out in this episode. Spoiler alert. And he's not to be fucked with because he's burning people's souls. And
That was scary.
I don't know what Cordelia's gonna do. I'm scared for Cordelia.
That was scary. I'm scared for the big girl.
Gabrielle Sidibe?
Because it's going to be a lot to burn. No shade to big girls.
Wow.
But it's going to be a lot to burn.
Michael Langdon is the shit, and I'm here for the showdown. Whenever the showdown happens, if it happens in 2 episodes or it happens in 5 episodes, I am going to be tuned in.
May I need 60 seconds. I am tired of watching it on the DVR so I can fast forward through the commercials. And like the last 3 episodes have felt like filler episodes to a big showdown. I need a big something. Child, I do need a big something. I need a big something somewhere along the way. I feel like the last 3 episodes have been. They all get me somewhere, but they continue to lead me on to get me to somewhere. And I would like to nut soon. Wow. Real soon. I would like to this episode. When y'all were tweeting about it and stuff, I was like, this one's gonna take me over the edge. And then I watched this episode, and it did get me somewhere, but I still didn't finish. I didn't get a finish of any kind.
So you guys, Ronald Matters is a size queen that does not know anything about edging.
It's not. No, I do appreciate, but Ryan Murphy and his co-producers and directors have a lot of amazing talent at their disposal. Not at their disposal because I don't want them to dispose of anybody. But you have Jessica Lange, you have Gabrielle Sidibe, you have Billy Porter, you have Evan Peters. All of these episodes should be banging out. I do agree that I'm getting somewhere every episode, but I need a few bangs.
What are you expecting? Like they're holding.
When I say Patience Grasshopper to you, I know that I'm when I say it to you, I'm like, okay, so I have to receive the same critique, but I don't, and I don't watch with commercials, and I'm always tuned in. And the commercials are so dragging on FX. They're like, to pay us $5.95 for AFX free or premium or whatever. No, for one channel, get out of my face.
They're not giving you a showdown until the very last episode.
The last two episodes, probably.
Enjoy the ride until then.
Okay, I'm here, but y'all have to give me something.
We had a listener question this week as well.
We haven't done either one of our segments. So should I do my segment first?
Sure.
This week in social studies, I want to discuss things that we keep in our desk at work. It's really weird because as I get older, I've always been a person, I don't want to keep nothing in my desk at my job. This is a sole personal story. I don't want to keep nothing in my desk at my job. Because if I decide to cuss bitches out and quit, or if they fire me and I gotta pack my bag, pack light, okay, bag lady realness. But I also realized I had my last job for a decade, and I've been at this job for 2 years. I'm really not a pack up and move every day kind of girl. And I need to be more vigilant about the things I keep in my desk. And I came up with this because I want to keep my vitamins in my desk at work. My Pure for Men. I want to keep my vitamin B12 because I need my energy.
Why are you taking Pure?
I need my fiber. It's a fiber pill marketed to gay boys. It's still a fiber pill. I need to keep my fiber. Okay. Andy Superman don't want y'all to have y'all fiber out here, but he also don't want y'all shitting on his dick. So what do you want? What do you want?
You can't be not shitting on no dick that you're not getting.
And I also need to be regular because I have digestive issues.
Okay.
So I want to keep my vitamins in my desk at work, and so I've been meaning to put my vitamins in my backpack because when I sit at my desk for 8 hours, I'm like, oh, I'm finna go get me a
Did you say Frenna?
Finna. Go get me some water. I can take my vitamins at work. And when you're craving snacks,
dick.
When you take your fiber pills at work, and then by the time you get to it, you'll be anyway. Snacks in the number one. Snacks in the vending machines at work are full of sugars and preservatives, and of course, you know cafeterias always will sell you at a higher price, and don't be worth it. So, avoid all the sugars and preservatives, and keep you some healthy snacks like some almonds. Some girls eat beef jerky. I don't know about eating it at work, but you know, healthy snacks. The second thing is keep your medication at your desk. I know for a fact that my coworkers talk too much, and it causes, I don't know if it's tension headaches or stress headaches. You should look at the different places where your headaches are, because in the temporals is different if it's the headache in the back of your head. But keep some medication if you know a leave work for you, or Tylenol is usually something that can help your headaches. Keep those things, but of course, as previously stated, I was thinking about my vitamins. So keep your medication.
It's also important if it radiates or it's a sharp type of pain. So talk to your doctor about what the pain feels like at the onset.
Come on, nurse on duty. Okay, great. But yeah, I was thinking about my vitamins. So keep your medication at your desk. If you need your Claritin, like I need my Claritin daily, or if you need your Flonase, do a double in both nostrils.
Or if you need a fleet at your desk, we're going to get there next.
We can't go stay 30 minutes in the bathroom at work unless it's your lunch break. The last thing I have on my list is your nail kit. Because, you know, like sometimes you get a hangnail, or sometimes you just want to refresh or polish. I see so many straight. What's that smell? Oh, you know, just applying a little red to my nails for my date tonight. Man, well, I'm about to apply a little clear. How about that? If you want to file, you want to press, you want to trim your nails, keep your nails together. Get that dirt from under your nails at work. I saw some lists that had like 21 things. Some lists that had 15 things. What are some things that you like to keep at your desk at work? Comment to us on Instagram in the DMs.
Prep.
Medications. Because if it's easier for you to know every day when you go on your lunch break to take your prep, that could be a good thing. What items do you keep at your desk at work? There's social studies this week.
Again, like I said, I'm going to piggyback off of that with sexual health. Sexual health this week, I would like to talk to everyone. I'm not going to just talk to bottoms, tops, or bursts.
Here we go.
I'm going to talk to bottoms, tops, bursts, and heterosexual men. Should you be listening?
Hey!
Please let us know if you are listening, because I really want to know who you are. Bottoms, tops, and hetero men should be douching or fleeting before they get the cakes munched. It is a new wave of tops and hetero men that are discovering the joy of getting their box nibbled on. I'm going to give us 3 reasons why you should break down and get your squirtle on. Squirt, squirt. 1, there could be leftover tissue or particles / dingleberries, and no one wants to be surprised by any of that. And you will only know that if you are doing a full, thorough cleaning. And so oftentimes, you know, you might start off, you know, if you of the top or the heterosexual man persuasion, getting your dick sucked. And now this person that is sucking your dick has become a little more adventurous. And, you know, it's gotten to your balls. And now it's at your taint. And then before you know it, you feel a little extra lick around the rosies. And your posies are getting munched on right now. And so you want to make sure you are prepared in case your posies are getting licked on, rubbed on, and munched on, and all of those things.
Amen.
Number 2, washing just the outside won't guarantee any unmentionables. Don't play peekaboo during someone else's meal.
Play peekaboo? No. No, she don't play peekaboo. No.
Play peekaboo like something made like, you know.
Knock, knock, who's there?
Yeah. It's not like coming fully out, but it's out enough for there to be a scent or a taste. and you don't want the scent or the taste of any of that on your partner's mouth, because then your partner might be taking their mouth, bringing it back up to your mouth.
Because I would do that for shade. I do that. If it's me, I do it. You can't be down here looking at these musty ass fucking balls. I'm coming up here to let you know that these is musty balls and you need to fix it. Don't have me down here no more. I'll do it once or twice if you're a regular partner. I'll do it once or twice and bring it back up to you so I can let you know, so you know that it's getting on your nerves, it's getting on mine. But if it's just a one-off and no pause, get out. Leave. No, JoJo.
Yeah, I was getting ready to go there. Leave. Get out. It's still a bop. And that brings me to my third and final point is not everyone loves the aromatic man scent that a lot of other people are starting to enjoy a little bit more.
BDSM, that community loves that stuff.
Yeah, well, it's bigger than that. Like, it's just regular niggas out here that just love the smell of their man when they come in from the gym, coming from work, or blah blah blah. But you don't know that the person you fucking around with is one of those type of people. They may just be the type of person that likes just a little bit of scent. So that means, like, do a real quick wash, a real quick rinse. You ain't got to, like, do a full douching process, like being there for an hour, making sure the water clean, but you got to make sure you get, like, some water in there.
Please get a little water in there, ma'am.
A little water, a little soap and water.
Help me, ma'am. I mean, sir, or whoever's helping me.
Wow. Wow. And so some men also don't like the scent at all. They want to smell roses and fucking Bath and Body Works when they get back there. And so give them what they want. If you gotta fucking smell like cherry blossom around the asshole, smell like cherry blossom around the asshole, inside and out.
Question. Counsel culture is very prevalent these days. And a lot of people will counsel you on the first experience because you did smell a little taste. But if you appear, like, using you as an example, you appear as if, because you have a beard and you are mask appearing, presenting, you appear as if you would not mind a little smell. You appear, to me, as your friend of a decade at this point, you appear to me as if you would not mind it. How do you know, or should you ask all the time, every time? It's really weird.
You should ask until
only be on like day 2 of conversation, or the way gay relationships work, 30 minutes into conversation, and you ask him, does he like a little smell or does he want fresh?
Yeah, you should
help me as a bottle.
No, you should always ask if you think it's a possibility. Okay. Like, if it's the first date and you're like, I am not about to get naked with this nigga no matter how much he paid for dinner, no matter how many shots he buy me, I am just not that kind of girl. He is not going to see me.
I have that within myself. Okay.
Yeah, and so if you know you are not about to do nothing consensual, period, then cool. You don't even have to have that conversation. But if you feel like, okay, if he say the right things and he buy me 2 shots, I might let him look a little like yang. Then ask those questions, and at least an hour prior to said date, you should be preparing for what y'all talked about. You saying, okay, listen, if I let you eat the cat tonight, are you gonna want the cat like alley cat? Or you want her like foo kitty cat? Cause I can give you foo kitty cat, or I can give you alley cat. I don't know which.
If I think he want cat, period, I think he gonna get fresh cat. It's gonna be
everybody don't want foo kitty cat though. Like, there are men.
You gonna get it either way it go, because this is what I serve. When you come to this restaurant, you're gonna get it served that way.
Some men are turned off, and that's what.
But I don't know how to ask.
Communication.
How to ask a man if he wants alley cat or foo cat.
Or foo kitty cat. So some men don't want foo kitty cat. I've run into men that don't want you to ever like put the cherry blossom and the Bath and Body Works, all of that in your ass. If you got to wash your ass, minimum regular soap, nothing with no fucking scent.
A little Dow antibiotic.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, there are men out there that's all they want. They don't want to smell the fucking feminine smelling, quote unquote, feminine smelling things.
Oh,
to other people,
Wow.
it is feminine smelling. Like they don't want the ooh, this
Things
smell
I need
like,
to keep in my desk at work. I don't know, keep my fiber, because I still don't want him to get fishy. Cunt.
he's not gonna get cunt. I promise you, no matter what he does back there, he's not gonna get cunt.
He might even be happy with fishy cunt, because this sounds like what he's into.
Sexual health this week. Again, make sure you communicate to your partner if you're going to be eating the box, if box is going to possibly be eaten, how they'd like to have the box eaten, and how you should go about preparing the box to be eaten.
What is next for us?
Songs for our souls.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for leaving us.
Oh, we have a listener question.
Thank you guys so much for leaving us your reviews on Apple Podcasts. Search for our name in your Apple Podcast app. Click reviews and click write a review. We do have a new review this week, but I am too intoxicated to read it. So there's that.
So thanks, girl.
Also, this weekend while I press the buttons on my laptop, because, sometimes I actually put down my iPhone and open the whole computer. We've been trending in the Bahamas since June. What did I say?
Yeah.
Since June?
Yeah.
We've been trending.
So thank you to our Bahamian listeners. Get us booked out there. We would love to come and meet you.
I love the Bahamas.
I love the Bahamas as well.
Nassau. That's the touristy place, so we would love to be there. But, where the locals go?
Yeah. So if you guys have like a upcoming trip or a bar or a club that you would love us to host, we'll come and do a live show in the Bahamas just for you guys.
We've been trending there since June. It's October. What's going on? Mary.
Send us an invitation. I promise you we'll come.
Listener question this week. Send us your listener questions to hereforitpod@gmail.com or to any inbox where you can find us on social media. I received this question via text message 2 hours ago.
Yikes.
Right. Email or social media. He's like, no, I'm going to text it. This is a follow-up from Tomosexual. He says, Dear Here For It, it's Tomosexual again. I'm here with the praise report.
Sorry.
I have been dating a guy for about a month. We have been enjoying each other's company. He is really handsome and very sexy, but his feet really look like he kicks rocks. Yeah. His feet really look like he kicks rocks all day. I tried getting my point across that I enjoy foot play, but I don't think he was understanding.
I think Tomosexual had this problem the same time he came to us.
I was about to throw my whole nigga away. We gave him a recommendation. He said he responded with I was about to throw the whole nigga away. Suddenly, I remembered Superman's advice that I might have to pay for it because you told him it the last time. We had a conversation, and now I will be cash apping him monthly so he can make sure his toes are in tip-top condition. Thanks for your advice, Eddie Superman. I love y'all so much.
Thanks.
P.S. Eddie Superman.
Oh, Lord.
How much do I have to cash app you for a picture of your toes?
Listen,
right, I told you when I received the question, like, somebody wants to know.
You can DM the podcast about that.
So how much are you paying for? I will be cash apping him monthly so he can make sure his toes are in tip top condition. How much is 2 pedicures a month? This bi-weekly? 45?
It's only 40 for me. Like when I get my manicure and my pedicure at the same time.
Okay, mani-pedi is 40.
Yeah, 40. So maybe 25, 30 for just the pedicure.
Okay. Well, Tomosexual.
My
That's
prices,
your answer.
My prices may be a little bit different. Make sure you DM the podcast, and we'll get you a direct answer.
Because the prices for the pedicure and the prices for the personal photos is 2 separate things.
Right. I have to hire a photographer, of course. So yeah.
Songs for our souls this week.
I do have a mental health key.
Oh.
We haven't had a mental health key in a while. I forgot.
We had one last week with
condition. Thank you, Jazz.
Hey, we totally forgot. We went. Sober October is no more. I should update you guys. So many updates. 59 minutes into the podcast. Sober October is no more. I had decided.
Well, it's almost November.
I had decided on Sunday that I had been through enough and made it through those things soberly that I deserve to have a drink.
7.
And I also didn't remember how I got home Sunday because it was my first day back to drinking.
8 or 9.
And my BFF said I called him when I got on the metro. I called him when I got home from the metro. And so I just thank God for Jesus. I knew the right things to do. But I do need to somehow, some kind of way, to take control of my drinking. And as a black gay man with the platform, I can openly admit to you guys that I have an issue with drinking. And I'm continuing to work. I know that being sober isn't, ooh, child. My life is too, I have a lot going on. But I also know that like attempting to be sober isn't working for me because it stresses me out and I wish I could drink all the time. So I've got to find a happy medium between sobriety and drinking. And I hope that you guys listening to this podcast will also be able to admit things openly and honestly amongst yourselves. And so I openly admit that I have an alcoholism issue on this podcast. A very popular drug. It's not Coke. It's not Tingna. But I suffer with alcoholism, and I'm going through that on this podcast. And I've got to find a happy medium. And I just thank God that my best friend answered my phone call when I said I'm getting on the train. And when I got home, he said, I told you being drunk all the time ain't cute, sis. So I'm like, well, you told me when I was drunk, so I don't remember it. So what good did it do? But anyway.
The mental health key goes directly.
Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to Jazz. This was the second thing.
Yes.
My one thing was my personal story. And the second thing is thank you so much to Jazz for helping us because I also suffer from compassion fatigue. These white girls calling the police on us and then Niecy Nash coming out with the New York Times opinion comedy piece. Shout out to Jazz. I love Jazz. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Jazz Hands of the Brown Liquor Report, for being our very first guest. And we will definitely be inviting you back. And if you guys have recommendations for other guest hosts for us, we may be interested. But like I said, the mental health key this week goes definitely in line with what Ronald was saying, and it comes from the late, great, eternal Maya Angelou, of course. You will encounter many defeats, but you must never be defeated. It is necessary to get over it and through it to get to where you belong. And you can use that mental health key for alcoholism, for sexual addiction, for anger management, for anything else that is going on in your life right now that you feel out of control for. There is going to be many steps in your path, and you don't have to be defeated. Continue to take those steps to get to where you want to be and where you belong. Is the mental health key this week.
Oh baby, how was I supposed to know?
Is that your song for yourself?
20 years ago.
Oh Lord.
Is it 20 years? 19 years? The gag is the anniversary. In my notes I put 20. So Britney Spears posted on her Instagram today that Baby One More Time came out in 1998, October 23rd, 1998. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know? I still believe that you will be here to give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Not physically, like domestic abuse. Like, give me a sign that you still love me.
No Rihanna.
So shout out to Britney Spears, because Britney Jean, baby, she just announced her second Las Vegas show this week on Ellen. Shout out to her PR girl. Have the girls on Instagram live at midnight trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because Ellen's going live at midnight and we have to be up and awake for this. We're soccer moms. Ellen, why do you have us up this late at night? What's going on? So shout out to Ellen on her Instagram live with the Britney Spears announcement for her second Las Vegas show. And hit me, baby, one more time. 20 years. the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, NSYNC, Jessica Simpson. Where were we when all of these things were going on?
Middle school.
That's how old we are. that you keep looking away, but that's how old we were. 20 years ago, October 23rd, 1998.
I'm timeless. I don't know about you. This week, the song for my soul.
Shout out to Single Ladies still, because Single Ladies is like a decade old. But
yeah. This is like one of the most disrespectful fucking breakup songs that I've ever heard in my life, which is why.
Fuck Out of Here by Toni Braxton.
Which is why I love it.
Fuck Out of Here.
Close. Fuck what I said.
Hello?
It don't mean shit now. Fuck the presents. You might as well throw them shits out.
Uh-oh.
Fuck all those kisses. They didn't mean jack. Fuck you, you hoe. I don't want you back. Fuck what I said. It don't mean shit now. Fuck all the presents. Might as well throw them out. You thought you could keep me. You thought you could keep this shit from me. Yeah, you burnt bitch. I even heard the story.
Wow.
You played me. You even gave him head.
Oh.
Now you asking for me back. You just another hag. Look elsewhere.
Huh?
You just another hag?
No, I got
Look
the
elsewhere.
word. This whole song. What? Who is this by?
I Don't Want You Back came out in 2004 by Eamon. And when I tell you it's like the mood 30 seconds after you break up with somebody,
He was
it
upset.
is the motherfucking mood. Like you reimagine all of the things, good, bad, or indifferent, that has happened in the time you have wasted with this nigga. And you just be like, girl, fuck you.
Uh-oh.
Girl, what do you mean?
Look at you.
I wasted my whole fucking, all my time with you.
You being
I wasted
hoggish.
money. I wasted
I spent
kisses,
$20 on this.
presents. I wasted all of these things with you. And no, girl, I don't want you back. Eamon, spelled E-A-M-O-N. In 2004, he let his whole fucking feelings out. He flamed this bitch on all the charts. I think it charted at like number 9 was like the highest it got.
It was like on the dance charts. It was
It
on
was-
the
it was
pop
like-
charts. It was
It had remixes.
pick a chart. It was there.
Eamon meant what he said when he told this bitch he did not want her ass back.
He had a second single and it did kind of good too, but
Yeah.
I don't remember what the second song was.
Yeah. But this
One.
was the one. Not only did you motherfucking give me chlamydia, bitch, you was out here sucking other niggas' dicks, and you think that I want you back? Girl, bye. Adios. Vamos. Get the fuck out of here. Song for my soul this week. Thank you, Eamon. Whew. Now we have moved into our here for it's. You appear to not be here for several things. So I'll allow you
Yeah,
to do
two
that.
things.
Because mine is really bright.
Okay, two things. One, just like on a very vague, this is not to a person in particular, but if you gon' be a bad bitch, you know what? I'm a bad bitch. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this decision because I'm that girl. Well, girl, you also got to be prepared for the backlash. Did you did you map out, haters gonna say this and haters gonna feel this way and it's gonna, get on my nerves. But I can foreshadow and be prepared for, in Jesus' name, those things, and those things won't get to me. When you pretend to be a bad bitch and have not mapped out the full situation, miss, take your ass back in front of your MapQuest app, in front of your Google Maps, or whatever your app, TomTom, whatever you use, and go sit down somewhere because you're not fully a bad bitch.
Is this about Donnie McClurkin?
What she do this week? She did something this week.
She do something every week.
Okay.
She pretended to be a
I was
bad
say,
bitch.
because she is the type of girl. She probably did. No, I ran across a headline that said, Chrisette Michele was suicidal after performing at the Trump inauguration. I was like, first of all, the Trump inauguration was 27 headlines ago. Pick a topic. He done had so many headlines since his inauguration. But
Pick a side.
I also remember, like, it's happened to other bitches who thought they was bad bitches, then turn around and change their mind. Like Meghan Kelly with this blackface shit, because Meghan Kelly's like, I don't see the problem with blackface. And before the time we could record this podcast, she didn't apologize. Ma'am, if you gonna be a bad bitch, be a bad bitch. You don't know what's wrong with blackface, Meghan Kelly. You had 5 people on the panel because you a bad bitch that was going to support your opinion. One girl that was going to gate because 4 out of 5. But still, Meghan Kelly, I don't see the problem with blackface. With your dumb ass. Keep that same energy, girl, when the Shade Room share and 3 million black people read you. Fox News, NBC, Viacom. If you a bad bitch, keep that same energy. You don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how come the girl from Orange is the New Black did blackface and she had to apologize. I don't know how come. Girl, the sky is blue. Keep the same energy, bitch. When bitches come at you and tell you, girl, take your contacts out. Adjust your prescription. Whatever they tell you. And also to bitches like at the Superman. Who tell me that I have to be fully versatile when I know I'm a power bottom. Keep that same energy.
Bitch, you not though. The fuck? I know I'm a power bottom, girl. Okay.
The second thing, moving on. The disabled black woman on a flight on Ryanair got yelled at. I put it in my things and I gotta find the tab.
There's a video.
You know I got tabs. It says she was Delcy Gale, 77 years old. She's disabled, and so she got to board first. And they put her in the little aisle seat. And then eventually boarding group C or D or A and B, whatever, they got to board. And this white man, gray-haired, older, his name is David Lawrence. Oh, no, David Lawrence filmed the incident.
See, you trying to put the Lawrence hype in this.
I'm trying to... Gail 77. Okay. So what was the white man's name?
Tom.
Who knows? Who cares? Okay. And so the 77-year-old disabled person got to sit in her seat first because she was on the aisle seat. But eventually some old white man who had the window seat got on the plane. And he was like, hey, I have the window seat. You need to get up. And she was attempting to lift her body as a disabled person and, move. He was like, hey, you need to move faster. Hey, get out the way. I'm a white man and I deserve the world. And what about Columbus Day? It just passed and blah, 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 blah. Whatever white people do and aggressive. And so her daughter, who was also on the same flight, but, in a different area, because I personally do not believe that they were privy to... Ryanair is like the Spirit Airlines of Europe.
It sounds really gentrified.
It's like the cheap airline, and they have so many cheap things going on. And so to delay the flight because this white man is on here acting up would cost them a lot of money, and they already didn't have leg room. No shade to the disabled lady. It was a lot going on. And so he was like, you need to move, and blah, blah, blah. And other passengers... Another black male passenger decided to record the incident. He didn't step in, which, we also have trouble with that because if you see something, say something. Or is it better to just record it and let social media... Twitter gonna do its thing. Twitter is gonna do its thing.
Very much so. Especially if you're a big black man. If he would have stepped in, problems. Evacuate the whole aircraft. This angry black man has attacked the white man. Terrorism. So just record. Make sure your battery is full. Make sure you got enough memory to record at least 5 minutes of something. Period.
So,
Damn, I said period
while the black, yeah, you did, and I told you last week. And so, the black man was recording, and it showed where another passenger, even after the white man got to go sit at his window seat, he was still like going in at this old black grandma. She's 77 years old and disabled. her daughter stepped in and was like, "Hey, this is my mom. She disabled. What's going on here?" He was like, "I need my window seat, and she's not moving fast enough for me because I'm a white man in Europe." So they helped the grandma move out the way so he can go sit down. He continued, and another passenger, white male, said, "Hey, man, stop. You're being a little aggressive. You see that this lady has all these things going on. You get to your seat, just shh." And he just continued and continued. And the black lady, the airline attendant came in and said, "Ma'am, do you want to move?" She agreed to move somewhere closer to where her daughter was. I seriously think that this could have been prevented if she would just sit next to her mama. But I know that, like, book airline tickets and you don't always know what's going on, and it just happened to end up this way. And with budget airlines, moving seats you might as well have just flown whatever else she was gonna fly. So they just left it the way it was. But they just for free moved the mama to somewhere closer to her daughter. And he just continued and continued. And so when they landed, the black man who recorded it uploaded to Facebook, and they had got like 7 million views. And then scrutiny came for Ryanair, of course, of Europe, because wow, y'all really did do nothing. And this white man got the whole row to himself. And just wow. So black man, you just recorded it and didn't say nothing. So now all these scrutinies come about. And as a budget airline, it costs more money to stop a whole flight because this white man acting up, which is why white people need to get it together. .org, .com, .mil, .gov, all the things. But, I'm just not here for it because these white people continue to get us. And now we're being blamed because we record the incidents and upload them to social media. You can't do that to us. We record the incidents, we upload them to social media. I'm sure if grandma was in danger, 77 years old, disabled, that black man would have stepped in. We all know that black man would have stepped in. So let's not scrutinize him for recording the incident, uploading it to social media. And now Ryanair has had to upload like 3 or 4 statements. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to get things together. They're trying to, we're including the law enforcement. And we're telling law enforcement who was seated in 77A. Ryanair has got to get it together because they don't want this shade. So they're getting it together. Shout out to Ryanair. I know it's going to take a couple days. But I'm not here for people who are scrutinizing a black man who recorded. And I'm not here for that man being mean to this 77-year-old disabled woman, paraplegic, who can't use her legs. She did her best to use her upper body strength to get up so he could go fucking sit down. And even after he sat down, carried on. What the fuck? I'm not here for it. That's all I got. Cause child, you got to see the details of the story.
Yeah, again, it's all over social media. What I am here for this week, I am absolutely here for something this week. Netflix has, like, they have all kinds of great things coming out. Just
Dancing Queen.
Wonderful content.
Dancing
wonderful
Queen is
material.
Good. Watch Dancing Queen.
Wonderful material coming out. They released a trailer this past week for Super Drags.
What?
Super Drags.
Okay.
It is a cartoon where they have 3 drag queens fighting crime, sucking dick.
Not sucking dick.
No, they are doing like sexually explicit things in the cartoon. It is in the vein of Powerpuff Girls, but it is passionately R-rated.
So it's got an NC-17? Okay, it's got an R.
It's R-rated because it's not like real dick. That's cartoon dick. Like,
but no, like when you
on Big Mouth, they show penis. They're doing.
They do on Big Mouth. I don't never see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you're a fan of Big Mouth, go watch this trailer. It's on YouTube right now for the Netflix show Super Drags.
Okay.
And so it's real life drag queens, voiced by drag queens. They included black drag queens.
Yeah, like Latrice Royale and stuff is on these.
I don't remember seeing Latrice Royale.
Nina Brown. Oh, this is not the Wow Presents.
No, this is a real cartoon special. A real cartoon
I
special
gotta
on
Google
Netflix.
this. I gotta Google it.
But we are actually entering these spaces that we should have been in a long time ago.
Say the name one more time because I'm good. I'm on Netflix.
Super Drags.
Okay, Super Drags. That's why I like your segments because you be telling me stuff I didn't know.
And so again, like I said, it's in the spirit of Powerpuff Girls. And so if you like Powerpuff Girls, but you want to see some gay shit in the vein of Powerpuff Girls, this is the show for you. It is coming out very, very soon. It looks amazing. Go check out the trailer. Again, they have like dicks, ass, real drag things going on in the background of it, but it's like in the vein of Powerpuff Girls. And we all need that kind of fucking release. Like you can watch a cartoon, but still identify with the cartoon and they be talking about gay shit. Like, of course, I'm here for it. I'm going to rewatch all of it. And if you don't think that I'm going to be reviewing each and every fucking episode on this here motherfucking show,
watch it.
You are wrong.
Okay.
I'm going to be reviewing it.
I'm going to wait till
Super Drags.
second or third episode, then I might take it.
On Netflix. Check out the trailer on YouTube. I'm absolutely here for it. Can't wait to watch.
It says 3 gay co-workers at a department store lead double lives as superhero drag queens. Like that first line by itself. 3 gay co-workers at a department store lead double lives as superhero drag queens. It's like, bitch, I got an idea.
I love it.
I got a show idea. Who thought of that? Wow.
I love it.
Add it to my watch list so when it comes out November 9th, show up on my watch list.
Yeah. So that's what I'm here for. And now we have gotten to our last calls.
Ooh, I feel like I've been talking to you forever. I'm tired of talking to you.
You're talking to our wonderful fans.
Where's my boyfriend at?
Thank you to all 510 of our subscribers. If you are listening every week, make sure that you subscribe so you can be the first to hear our content right when we publish it every morning. You may also be able to get some free things.
We're still working on
coming up in the future.
We have things.
But if you're not subscribed, you can't get shit.
I'm going to say we do have things. Don't be telling them stuff before we... I be telling them stuff, so sure, you can tease a little bit.
Yes. It is time for our last call. So if you guys also have a shot, pour you a shot.
We got stuff coming up. Shout out to Milagro Tequila. One of our faves.
My last call this week is to Rihanna, Bad Gal, Fuck Everything Up, Fenty.
Huh?
She put her dick where the NFL's mouth is and told them to swallow the whole thing.
Thank you.
Don't lick the tip.
First of all, Rihanna cannot come. Can I have second?
Oh yeah, sure.
I like Rihanna.
She did not tell them to lick the tip, suck the
thing.
top.
The whole thing.
Give me, I'm gonna put a hand on it.
No hands.
Just no hands.
Move.
You girls will swallow my whole fucking dick and be happy about it. I'm absolutely here for it. And what I'm saying is the story that came out this week that she turned down the NFL's Super Bowl halftime, which we have all been like, why the fuck has Rihanna not done this yet? Like, this is made for Rihanna to do. She has the catalog. She can dance sometimes.
Jokes.
She's a great performer. It'd be a great show. Everyone would love to see Rihanna do this. And they offered it to her, and allegedly they offered it to Pink as well. And Kaya has surfaced and said that they offered it to her, but nobody believes that. But they really did offer it to Rihanna, and Rihanna really did turn them the fuck down in support of Colin Kaepernick. And it is the biggest dick energy move of fall right now. Like, I don't know if I can quantify it as the year, because the year ain't over yet, so we're gonna see. But like, that's a moment when you can turn down the biggest stage for promotional opportunity, even though it's a free gig. Like, there are so many millions of people watching it at one time that, like, there is no artist that can say no to the Super Bowl, because it's just such a great platform for you to say, look at me, I'm great. Don't you want to go buy my albums? Like, every artist that does it, their albums, their past albums, even if their albums haven't even been out for 10 years, automatically spike in sales. Merch automatically spikes. Like, they make so much money in the ancillary market when they do these type of things that is almost like a detriment to your career when you don't. And Rihanna said, my dick is big enough that I don't need that shit. And if doing it is going to put me on the other side of history against Colin Kaepernick means I don't ever have to do it, I don't ever have to do it. And I respect the fuck out of that. Because Rihanna said that her career is going to survive re-fucking-gardless. She is going to be a platinum girl, re-fucking-gardless. She is going to sell out concerts, re-fucking-gardless. She is going to sell out Fenty Beauty, re-fucking-gardless. And I am super fucking here for it.
What are your thoughts on Maroon 5?
Girl.
Being elected, and then they want Cardi B to come do her Girls Like You song that Sympathy and Payola paid for.
Sympathy and Payola. That's what I really think about that.
My last call this week goes to everyone who bought Here For It Pod merch. Here For It shop on Instagram. We are technically sold out. We're technically sold out. I will say that out loud. But we love seeing photos of you guys in our merch. So if it comes down to happy hour, spend like $40, $50 at happy hour and like put $50 into the merch so you guys can continue to get merch. We are kind of sort of doing that, but we're kind of sort of not doing that. And we hope that you guys stop buying merch because we don't know what's going on. And it's a crazy thing. We are trying to figure out.
I interrupt my co-host in saying, continue to buy the merch. Thank you so much.
We are trying to figure it out.
we will have it figured out, and we appreciate everyone that has been enthusiastically buying our merch. Continue
we love it.
to check it out. We have 2 new shirt ideas for the holidays. And so if you are
coming up with those things. I was trying to tease. Let me tease. You won't let me tease. You won't let me tease.
And so if you are excited about our merch and you have already bought it, we really appreciate it. Make sure you stay tuned because we have new things coming out for the holiday season. And so if you don't want to get it for yourself because you don't feel like you're problematic, buy your friend a problematic shirt. Because them niggas might be problematic.
Not them niggas. They might be white. They might be Amy Schumer.
You can still be a white nigga.
They might be Amy Schumer.
You can still be a white nigga.
Amy Schumer, buy a problematic shirt.
Mauricia said that there are white niggas in Westchester.
We have so much. I like you guys. Thank you guys so much for buying Here For It Pod merch. We are actively working on the t-shirt ideas that won. We don't know if they'll come to market, but we are working on those ideas. And those people have received their t-shirts in the mail this weekend or today. They received them this week. And so, so much. I don't know. Here For It Pod merch. I'm so excited.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
This week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Make sure you follow the show on the internet at Here For It Pod. And follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. And of course, RonaldMatters.com.
I am the Superman, TheeSupaman. You can find me on FarmersOnly.com.
Okay. We planning for the fall crops. What's that?
I'm doing my seeding and harvesting. Bye.
Bye. I tried to not laugh.